Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In the last episode, guys, Celyn and Jordan hung out for a little bit, and now it's back at the house for Celyn with the family, it looks like here, and I believe it's Christmas Eve, so the conversation started like this. It's finally Christmas Eve. All the hard work you put into making sure the Christmas party was perfect at your mother's request is finally going to pay off. You sit around the Christmas tree with your parents, each of you holding a present. It's a family tradition to open at least one present on Christmas Eve. I don't think my family ever did that, guys. I mean, we didn't do it yesterday, or the day, or actually 2 days ago. But I think we just waited until Christmas morning, you know, like maybe 9, 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock, when everybody was up and we've all had breakfast. We would most definitely start opening presents at least by noon, not necessarily early. When we're younger, yeah, way early, but as you got older, you kind of slept in. Alright, who's first, Dad says. No one answers. Your mom nudges your father. Go ahead, darling. Fine. Your dad ends up getting a gift card to his favorite specialty store. Your mom gets an all expenses paid trip to a spa. Both of them look extremely happy about their gifts. Their attention turns towards you, expectant smiles on their face. Your present's already larger than you expected. You open it to reveal a brand new laptop. What? We wanted to give you something to help you with your writing, so we thought of giving you a new laptop. Yours was pretty old and battered, so now you don't have to worry about it dying out on you suddenly. You set the laptop aside and hug your parents with all the love you could possibly give, all the mustard love. Thank you. You guys are the best. I'm so lucky to have parents like you. Aw, Mom says. Dad, you're sweet, kiddo. You try not to sob instead to give your parents a big smile. The holiday spirit finally seems to take hold of you. Soon after getting everything finalized for the party, people start arriving. Your mother's running around greeting guests, while your dad takes everyone's coats and directs them to the living room. For the first time in years, you get to see family and old neighbors. It's almost overwhelming, but since the air is filled with happiness, you decide it's best for you to keep on smiling. Jordan, how you doing? You look over to see Jordan sheepishly smiling with his parents behind him. You quickly excuse yourself from your current conversation with a distant cousin and then make your way over to him. Hi, glad you could make it. Jordan smiles at you, his face lighting up. His father places a hand on his shoulder. Jordan, aren't you going to introduce us? Don't be rude. Right. Mom, Dad, you remember Celyn from when I was a kid? I said almost when we was a kid. When I was a kid? Of course we do. Don't be silly. It's nice to see you again, sweetheart. You nod your head, shooting Jordan a glance. It seems uncomfortable in the presence of his parents. Go ahead and follow me. I'll take you to where everyone is. You try not to stare at his parents. They haven't changed one bit. They always seem super stern and strict from what you remembered as a kid. They barely let you come over and always were reprimanding Jordan in one form or another. So how have you been? We heard from Jordan that you were a screenwriter. Jordan glances at you. Sore subject. Dad, I don't think that's... Let me speak. Yeah, I am. You got pretty lucky making a career out of that. That's right, we're We were hoping Jordan would get into biomedical engineering or possibly something of similar caliber. But I guess what he does now isn't bad, not the best either. You can practically feel the discomfort radiating off Jordan. You grab his arm. Well, it was nice seeing you guys again. I hope it's okay. Go ahead. You drag Jordan away into the kitchen. You both stand there for a second, looking at each other. Jordan chuckles. Sorry about that. Was rough. You okay? He nods. Nothing. I'm not used to it. Here. You cut out a square of apple crisp you two made together. You hand it to him on a plate with a fork. Jordan takes it happily. This is delicious. I already knew it's going to be a hit, so you better eat as much as you can before it's all gone. The party turned out great. Looks like everyone's enjoying themselves. You shrug. It turned out fine. Jordan bumps his shoulder against yours. Oh, don't be so modest. Unwilling to take the compliment, you change the subject. Oh, before I forget, can I give you your gift? Right now? Yeah, it might get busy later on, so I want to do it before I forget. Alright. Close your eyes. Okay, he closes his eyes right there. Seriously? He complains but closes his eyes with a goofy smile. Look at that goofy smile over there, dude. Give him his gift? Yeah, we don't want to kiss him in public. I mean, someone could see it. Embarrass us all. Or embarrass those two themselves. You reach under the table and pull out the gift. Here you go. Jordan takes it. Oh. Jordan opens his gift. His eyes widen as he shakes the new set of dice. The dice themselves are resin cast that looks like they hold the universe inside them. Holy crap, these are gorgeous. Do you like them? Of course. How did you know to get these? You reveal in the way his eyes stayed glued to the dice, handling them as if they're diamonds. I asked the dude at the store what I should get. He said dice makes everyone happy. No kidding, this is the best. That's not all. Jordan's eyes widen further when he sees the display case. This is adorable. It's a little snowball. I'm glad you like it. It's awesome, thanks, Celyn. Jordan gently sets down the set and then reaches in his jacket pocket. I missed that. Okay. Now it's my turn. He takes out a stuffed bear with glasses that holding a notebook and pencil. You gasp and take it from them. It's so cute. You pause and give him a teasing look. Did you keep this poor thing in your pocket the whole time? Jordan studiously rubs his neck. I'm not exactly the best at wrapping, and I felt kind of embarrassed putting it in a bag. So in my pocket it went. Well, I love it either way. Thank you, Jordan. Celyn, come in here and say hi. Uh-oh, gotta greet more family members. You give Jordan a look. I guess that's our cue to go socialize. Woo! The two of you make your way back into the party. You see your mom waving you over. She standing next to your extremely talkative aunt. You take a deep breath. Time to be a good host. Auntie, hi. Long time no see. You lean in and give your aunt a bone-crushing hug that lasts for 1 second too long. Celyn, it's good to see you. We haven't seen you since you graduated at college. I've been pretty busy. Right, you're a big Hollywood screenwriter, says your aunt. You smile and nod. You knew this would happen. Everyone harping on you about your life, especially your job. Have you got a partner? How about that time you got It's about time you get married. No, I'm not dating anyone. What a shame. Your mom gives you a side eye. It's a shame. I know someone who would be great for you. You look around and try not to dwell on what she's saying. You spot your cousin having a conversation with Jordan and decide to join. I'll be back. You walk over to the group of people that won't press you about your love life. Hey, long time no see, Cousin Nellie. Cousin Eric, was my mom badgering you about marriage? You groan and nod. Oh, yes. The dreaded question at every family gathering. Everyone nods along, voicing their agreement. It's been forever since we've seen you. I know you get this question a lot, but how have you been? Tired, busy, but coming back home has been nice, especially since I got to hang out with this nerd again. Looking at Jordan. You point towards Jordan, who's taking a sip of his drink. He gives you a shy smile. I've been giving you the time of your life. Helping me hang lights is very riveting. The two of you laugh. One of your cousins picks up a deck of cards from the table. Anyone up for a game, says Cousin Eric. I'm in, says Cousin Nellie. You pursed your lips, already tired of socializing, but a game might be good for you. Let's do it. Sure thing, Jordan says. Cousin Eric says, I hope you all like spoons. It's weird. After gathering more people to play, all of you sit around the table. The card game itself is pretty competitive. After a couple of rounds, people gather to watch or switch out players. You glance over at Jordan as he picks up a card and then slides it away. His face is so focused that you lean in to whisper in his ear. I see you're cheating, Jordan. What? I'm not. You hum thoroughly, squinting at him. Sure. No one's good at spoons. Obviously, there has to be some tricks. It's called having talent. Liar. While you're trying to taunt him, you realize that all the spoons in the middle are gone. You're out. Dang it. You gotta pay attention. As the party goes on, you can slowly feel your stress leaving as alcohol enters your system and you hang around Jordan and your cousins. If I avoid all the adults, then they won't ask me about my personal life. Foolproof plan. It's not foolproof. The initial excitement of playing games with people becomes a bit too much. Once dinner rolls around, you decide outside it. Once dinner rolls around, you decide outside in the yard. People start to gather plates and eat. You try eating quietly, but since you're technically one of the hosts, you are bombarded with the same questions your aunt asked you earlier. Living in Hollywood must be fun, says John, the neighbor John. Neighbor Amy says, oh, I would love it. Parties, good food, seeing celebrities. The neighbors you're currently talking to suddenly smirk, raising their eyebrows. Got any dirt on celebrities, says Amy. You awkwardly mix the food around your plate that was slowly growing cold. No dirt, really. Sure you aren't hiding it from us? Hey, Celyn. You turn to Jordan, waving over with a smile. Sneak away. Looks like you're being pulled away. You give him a semi-apologetic smile and then excuse yourself. Tell him to enjoy the food. You can't keep the sigh of relief leaving your lips as you walk over to Jordan. He snuck away in the corner of the yard and sitting on a bench. God, you saved me. You plop down next to him. You've been busy the whole party. You look like you needed a break. Was it really showing on my face? No, I just know you well enough to tell. You dissipate the laugh that's about to escape by shoving food into your mouth. Why is he so sweet? I can't take it. Then the two of you sit together and eat while looking up in the night sky. You know I really miss seeing the stars in LA. All you see are city lights. Sure, it's pretty, but nothing compares to the natural beauty of the stars. I agree, says Jordan. You look over to see Jordan grinning at you. You sigh contentedly as the two of you continue to eat in the peace of each other's company. The ambience of your friends and family laughing and partying was the perfect background to have a moment of happiness with Jordan. You wish that all moments were like this. After you finish eating, you start to walk around and make sure everyone has enough food. You stand next to your parents and aunt, indulged in conversation. I'm going on a trip with the girls to LA soon. We're going to be taking some tours. Oh, how nice. That'll be fun, Mom says. Your aunt nods, taking a sip of her cider. I was wondering if Celyn could pull some strings. She raises her eyebrows. Get us into some film sets. Auntie. You laugh awkwardly, trying to avoid the question. It shouldn't be that hard, right? I'm sure you have all sorts of connections. I don't really. Alright. That's enough. I'm just messing around. Besides, it's not like it would be hard. You're a screenwriter. You probably get visitor's passes. You're getting slightly annoyed. Actually, I don't. I quit. The air seems to grow heavier as any response is sucked out of your aunt's mind. You principally look over at your mom, only to be met with a shocking expression. What? You quit? Sweetie, your mom looks at your dad. And you knew? Why didn't either of you tell me? Because I was fearing this reaction. Can we talk about it later? Your father looks over to you and pats your back. Why don't you go inside and start bringing out dessert? You nod silently. You can tell that your mom's still upset by the way she crosses her arms and starts chewing on her lip. The rest of the party crawls on at the excruciating pace. That's it. That's the word. Excruciating pace. You try and push out what happens, but it weighs on your mind too much. Both your parents and you stand in the living room silently, cleaning without a word. The chatter of your family in the other room cleaning makes the silence a bit more bearable. You stick the plastic cups in the trash bag your mom's holding. Celyn, what happened? Why didn't you tell us? You shrug. It wasn't an easy decision, and I didn't know how to tell you. She huffs, tying up the trash bag. I just wish you would have told us together. Trying to explain? We'll try and explain. I know, but it was really, you swallowed, unable to hold your tears. It wasn't easy, and I'm having a hard time. Sweetie, your mom sighs and sets down the trash bag. I'm not mad. I'm just a little sad that you didn't think of telling us the moment it happened. She gives you a hug. Just know that you can come to us for anything, all right? She lets you go and then smiles. Now, we can't forget our tradition. She motions behind you, and you turn around to see your dad holding a stocking. The three of you take a moment to hang them up above the fireplace. I see him back there, back there, guys. I don't know if my mouth shows up in their screen recording. Your heart slowly starts to fill with happiness again. When everything's tough, your parents always have your back. Time proves that again and again. They love you. They care for you. You never want to forget that. It's Christmas Day. Or at least that's what your screaming younger cousins have to say as they run through the halls, waking you from your sleep. So loud. It's been forever since I had Christmas morning like this. After brushing your teeth and trying to fix your bedhead, you trudge downstairs in your Christmas pajamas. Everyone is already gathered in the living room. This doesn't look like Christmas pajamas. This looks like the suit you showed up on day one from this whole shindig. You sit next to your father and lean against him, his arms wrapping around your shoulder. Hey kiddo, how'd you sleep? I'd like more sleep. He chuckles, rubbing your arm. You can take a nap later. It's time for presents. Secret Santa is a tradition among many families, including yours. Your lack of energy slowly dissipates as everyone starts trading and opening presents. It's nice to see everyone laughing and share happiness together, if only for a short while. You look down at the small pile of books you've gotten, all writing themed. A book on screenwriting, a bullet journal with floral pattern, and a shirt with a stack of books printed on it that reads, "My weekend is all booked." That's kind of funny. I like that. Cheesy but cute. Yeah, it's kind of cheesy. I believe it, Celyn. It's kind of cheesy, but I mean, I'd wear that kind of shirt. After trying to figure out who gave you the gifts, it's one of your cousins. All of you decide to do separate things. Some go off in the kitchen to decorate gingerbread cookies, while others go upstairs to play board games. I know in my house, sometimes we do the whole, not gingerbread cookies, but we build like the gingerbread house, or just like eat gingerbread cookies sometimes, guys. We haven't had that in a while, but again, it's, when I was younger, so it was cool back then. It'd probably be cool now, but maybe do it next year for Christmas 2024. You stay in your spot next to your father. Everyone's staying here or watching as many Christmas movies as possible. It's nice to relax and slowly drift off. Speaking of Christmas movie, guys, what's your favorite Christmas movie? I don't know about you, but it's a total classic, A Christmas Story, guys. But put your comments in below. Let me know what your Christmas movie is. It might be for you a favorite action movie. I don't know. After you wake from your nap, you sit and talk with your cousins. The topic of discussion is last night's party. You seem to get pretty cozy with Jordan? Was that his name? Yeah, wait, what? We all saw it, the way you looked at each other, sneaking away during dinner, or how you were practically glued to each other the whole entire night. You could try denying it, but the way your face starts to heat up, you know it's useless. I mean, I wouldn't say we looked at each other a certain way. Your cousins only look at each other, making you more self-conscious. He lives pretty far from you, though. Like normally, right? Yeah, why? Well, what are you gonna do? You lower your head. I haven't really thought about it. This sucks. I won't be able to see him often, so much for getting a crush. You feel a hand on your back. Don't worry about it. Long distance relationships are hard, but totally doable. My best friend was in one. She lives in Canada, and her girlfriend lives in the US. Eventually, they moved in together and are now living happily. If you guys communicate and have a strong enough bond, distance will only be a small bump in the road, which is very true. Agree with it and agree and it won't be sad, won't be bad. Disagree and say friendship is better. Agree and say it won't be bad. You die trying not to let the negative thoughts get a hold of you. Right. I should be optimistic. Optimistic. So this means you do like him. You smile, pushing them away. Oh, shut up. Both you and your cousins jump as a group of younger kids come clamoring over, complaining about the lack of things to do. Tell us a story, Celyn. Smaller kid, please. I'm so bored. Me? Why me? Mommy says that you're good at it. You try not to scowl and instead nod, trying to think of a story. It's been a while since you've had to come up with a story on the spot. Alright then, let me tell you the story of a lone gingerbread night. As you tell the story, people come into the living room to listen. Your hands move as you go through the tale. Your voice dips and raises with each emotion. After you finish, everyone claps. Oh, you guys, come on. You shyly stand and shuffle over towards the stairs to try and escape the attention. Your aunt and uncle are standing there with your mom. Uncle, oh, you're so great at storytelling. It's a shame you quit your job. Thank you. If only my boss thought that. You know, there's a job opening for the next town over at the library. It's for telling children's stories every week. It pays well, I hear. You should apply. I can get you an interview after the new year. I don't know. Your mom smiles, her face brightens at the prospect. A job close to here, that doesn't sound bad. Seeing how happy your mom is about the idea, you give a pang. You get a pang in your chest. I think you give a pang in your chest. You get a pang in your chest. Yeah, there we go. Eventually, the day comes to a close, and you're up in your room, flipping through all the scripts you've been writing over the years. Stories, while rough around the edges, you have a lot of potential. The amount of love put into them was apparent. It makes you wonder if quitting your dream was truly worth it. You can almost grasp the happiness you felt back then. How writing a script didn't feel like a chore, but a constant source of dopamine. You find yourself calling Jordan. Maybe it's in search of comfort or a distraction. It's late, so he probably won't even pick up. Hello? He picked up. Oh, hey, Jordan. Sorry if it's late. I just wanted to... How was your Christmas? It was alright, nothing special. Just normal Christmas stuff. How about yours? It was good. Then tiring. Then good again. And then tiring. You laugh slightly, trying not to reveal how distraught you are. What's wrong? Nothing. Celyn, you can tell me. You fidget before finally telling him what's bothering you. My aunt suggested a job for me close to home, even though I'm the one who quit everything. For some reason, seeing my mom so happy about that job, it made me feel weird in a bad way. It feels like, I don't know. It feels like you're not getting the support you need. Yeah, you know, my parents are kind of like that. Well, more to an extreme. They don't really approve of my job. I'm sure you remember the comments they made. Yeah, I remember. They'd much rather me be a lawyer or a doctor. They aren't even proud of that I work in Silicon Valley because all I do is make chew toys. Ouch. He huffs. Exactly. Wait. Is this bothering you? No. Please continue. There's a pause on the phone. He continues. Thanks. Anyway, it makes me feel like a disappointment. It's easy to feel that way when your parents seem excited for you to do something you don't want to do. It is rough. I'm sorry your parents don't see how great you are. He laughs. The sound flowing directly into your ear makes you smile. I'm used to it at this point. Thank you for listening to me, though. I'm not really I'm really glad we got to spend Christmas together and reconnect. Ask him about connecting as something more. Tell him you're glad to be his friend. We can do this now, guys. We'll ask him to connect something more. Really? Yeah. You shift on your bed and a small smirk appears on your face. I think I'd like to connect a little more. Huh? Like how? You know, like more than friends. Oh. You try not to laugh as you hear Jordan frantically pacing. Is that a no? No, I mean yes. I mean, he takes a deep breath and laughs slightly. I like that idea. It's a lot of text. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave it off right here. In the next episode, we'll get back to Jordan and Celyn's idea. So I want to save it. Save. Go back. I'm going to hide this. And guys, don't forget to leave a comment below if you liked the video. And leave a comment below on your favorite movie. And yeah, guys, see you next time. Another episode. Peace.